It's difficult to say exactly what needs to be done, of course. As a consultant, you're providing the metrics to companies and they should do something. But most companies realize they need a license to operate. They can't be successful in a society that fails. So one thing is, I'm very lucky to see companies really start to get genuine interest, not just greenwashing, not just nice advertising, but real changes. If you look at it from a personal level, there are basically three things we do wrong. What we eat, how we heat or cool our buildings, and how we transport ourselves. These are the big three issues. If we can solve those, and on the back of that, it's because they're all dependent more or less on energy, because we don't have the right energy production chain. So we are still hooked up to fossil, and unfortunately governments subsidize fossil more than they subsidize alternative energies. So we are locked in. We are locked in because of lobbyists, people who are trying to keep the old things the way they are, and so only a few progressive companies are now leading the way.
So what would you say to young people maybe going into the industrial design engineering or into a sector, a path that you took when you were younger? What would you say to them about encouraging them to choose to be more focused on sustainability in their career?
There is a very old book I read when I was young, Victor Papanek, Design for the Real World, and one of the slogans he has is, as a designer you have to make up your mind either to make money or to make sense. And I think you should try to, hopefully combine it, but focus on the sense, and probably the money will come because the society is really moving toward it. The society has basically an alternative to making sensible solutions and get away with the wasteful. And so the real challenge is to try to find out what makes sense means for you, what kind of skills you have, how you can combine your skills with that kind of challenge, and basically you have a bright future as a young designer, because the society needs better solutions than the old designers have done.
And what's your definition of sustainability, personal definition?
The sustainability definition is I think it's a very academic discussion. It's clear. You can talk long about. We have to do things in a more clever way. We have to look at social. We have to look at environmental issues. It is very clear that the developing countries are taking the grunt at the moment. The big problems is we in Europe we probably survived the climate change pretty well, but the big problems and the big social problems are often associated in the developing countries. So I think a sustainable world means that we are becoming better income distributed, that we have a better educational system, and in the end that will lead to a sustainable world.